All right, Big Germ's Garage here. This is episode 5, I believe. Checking out this Magnum 325. If you've watched all the other videos, I've said the same thing over and over again. Pulling this motor out. The guy wants to buy it tomorrow, so I've pulled the four-wheeler up in the garage, started taking stuff off. Got to pop the motor out for him, get it cleaned up, and hopefully get it sold. If he doesn't buy it, my plan is to just go ahead and put it on eBay. This motor does run. Now, I don't know how great it runs, but I have heard it start up and run for a little bit, so I know it does run. So I believe his motor, the bottom end's messed up or something like that. So I'm going to pull this motor out. We took off the motor mount up top and the ground wire in the last video. Got the clutch back plate off. The carburetor is just sitting up here. Actually, that wire came loose. I had it tied up with some wire, but that's not a big deal. The motor pretty much moves. I just got the motor mount here, which I'm going to pop off, and then the motor mount up front. The motor mount up front just has 2 bolts, and I don't know if you can see it. If you're new to this camera, I'm going to go ahead and get started. If you're new to this camera, you can move your phone around, your tablet around, see what's going on. You can also drag your screen also. So I got a 14 millimeter on the socket here. I'm going to try to get these bolts off, the nuts. And it's just spinning on the back side, so I'm going to have to put a socket on the back side to hold it in place. Apologize for this not being easy to see. Alright, so that one came off. You see the bottom one. This is harder to get, and it's just spinning as well. Alright, so I'm going to leave that there. Let me go around here and hook this in. Here's the one that popped off just a second ago. I'm going to set it here so I can put all the motor mounts together, all the bolts and nuts and everything. Now, I don't know if you can see it. It's right here. I'll put this on there first. The one that I'm trying to get now is that's just a tough spot. It is right above that front shaft right there. Let's see. There we go. All right, I'm hooked on. Let's see. It's going to take it that way. I'm going to have to hold it. So we got the wrench on there. Good. And bumping in this stuff. All right. So I'm going to hold that wrench. Oh, I put it on the wrong one. Crap. That's great. Apologize for the air compressor. It is loud. Probably should spend a little bit much more money to get a better one. It's just a small crash in the air compressor. It seems to run all the time. Man, this one. That. Alright. This one is a lot more difficult to get to, mainly because of the drive shaft. I was on the wrong one a minute ago. This one is difficult to see. Alright, I think I might do it now. If you can see the way it's angled up in there, I'm on an angle all up behind that drive shaft. So I'm really going to have to try my best to keep the wrench on. There we go. I got it all. Alright. So I got these 2 nuts here. Keep them there for a little bit. Let's see. Let me go ahead and use the socket or wrench on this one back here. It's 14 millimeter as well. It was tight, but not that bad. Now this one might be the one that gives me some trouble. In the last 4-wheeler I worked on, with the trail boss, I took the motor out, and this stud and this motor mount did not want to come out of the hole. So we'll see. So I'm going to pop this off, and I'm going to drop those 2 bolts out from the front, and then the motor should be free, other than sitting in that hole right there. So that was out. That one almost came out all the way my finger. Screwdriver. So we get a mallet. Pop it through. said, if I gotta get that drive shaft out of the way. And you know what? Why would they make it like that? That drive shaft is right in the way. Oh man, really? All right, let me get the... All right, I can't get that. I'm going to try one thing, and then I'm going to have to take the front of that bracket off. The bracket has another bolt on it. I'm going to try popping this up. That's not going to move enough. All right. So, we're going to change strategies. Let me check time. All right, we're running out of time. Man, I hate when this camera. 10 minutes is all I get. Check out the next part. I'm gonna get that motor mount off. I drove out the 2 bolts. Now I'm gonna actually get there's a bracket. I'm gonna have to take the bracket out because that drive shaft is in the way. So if you got the same 4-wheel and you're about to do the same thing, just be aware that drive shaft's gonna be away with that second bolt, the bottom one. All right, stay tuned.